Welcome everybody, and the last part of the video about my Subaru Impreza. This time finally we'll be able to go on the road and making the fuel map. But before this will happen, I still have to work on my car. Like you see, she finally have a bumper back together and the lights. And I did this before making the video. And that's how she looks like under the bonnet right now. Still have to tighten a couple pipes, tidy up a couple wires, and finish my exhaust. Now all my pipes finally back together and tighten, except the last one, fifth element. Here's my lambda sensor number 2. Original wire is too short, so I have to make an extension and start already. If anybody will do this, they have to know they have to use a special wires for the lambda sensor, because they are steel, they are not copper. I did a huge, massive mistake today. My axle stand didn't kick too far. It was still under the car and damaged my front bumper. Guess everybody what I got today? Finally my pipe, which I was waiting so long, has arrived today. This is the last part for my car to be finally we'll be able to start. Now let me see, we'll be able to fit. Straight away I see the length, it's definitely too long, so I will have to a little bit cut this part to be able to fit for the turbo.
Don't forget, love is not for real if it doesn't hurt.
Finally, my pipe, the last one, it's in and it's tightened. So turbo pressure will go straight into the throttle. Alright, rock and roll. What we have a switch on the program for the making the fuel map. So right now I have to switch on my ignition, and my laptop should see the ECU master. Now we have the ECU master right in, plugging in, and we see we'll be able to read some kind of voltage. I hope that's all working perfectly. Okay, let's try it with the setup. First of all, analog input. I have this done before. So far I know is a analog 3. It's the AFR right now, so I have it set up properly. And set up tables. One of the lad told me it will be good to put on my intake air temperature for the correction number 1 for the fuel map. My intake air temperature is in analog 1, so we do like he say. I hope will work, I don't know. Now what next? This we have a good as well. My car was running before on the compressor, so I have a mostly setup done. Ignition, it's for the Subaru. Have to do, I don't know if it will be right, but I will select full map, and by the plus we'll be able to go higher numbers or lower. Okay, let's try to start. AFR is very bad. Well, she don't even stay running. Now she's running, but AFR is still bad. Ah, why? Now looks like I'm able to make my fuel map to holding 14.7. Looks like my Subaru doesn't like me anymore. Like so many of you know, I'm working on a new project, which is the vintage car Austin Mini. So I have to kick her out Subaru outside in the rain, and I say she don't like this. The very same day when I just want to move out the shade, I tried to start and she didn't. What's happened? I feel a strong smell of the petrol, so I think she get flooded, and I don't know why. I think I make mistake. I supposed to straight away install the manual fuel pressure regulator, which I didn't do this. And you remember, like I said, the AFR gauge and controller will be the last part I put on into my Subaru, and of course will not, because I have to put on the manual fuel pressure regulator, which I have here. Arrived today. That's how it looks like. Nice and fancy blue, simple. Have a screw, which is the adjustment, a gauge which show me the fuel pressure, and intake pipe, outtake, and return, and of course the boost or vacuum pipe, which is control. Okay, like you know, she won't stay idle, and I found out a problem. Problem was, of course, damaged injectors, because it wasn't fuel pressure regulator. Everything is in now, is new injectors in it, and new fuel pressure regulator. Fuel pressures were set up roughly for 2.5 bar, and finally she stay idle. She's working beautiful. A fair 13.5, almost beautiful. Stay idle, fuel map, everything is beautiful. Time for drive. Okay, now today, the final day, we'll be able to go on the road and try to make in the fuel map. No knocking sound of the knock sensor yet, no?
No, it's very cold. There's something very, very cold below the fuel map. I think.
Try hold second gear and with higher rev to should be warming up, you know? That's quiet.
Quite alright, right?
-7, alright. Give her -7. Now, put her to the ground. -8. beautiful. That's so car. Now I'm really happy because I know I spend my money in the right place. Right, we can go home. Okay, that was actually a really nice drive. My Subaru is finally ready. Like you see, I drive it on the road. We are making fuel map. She have a lot of power. She's driving very nice, and I'm really happy. I think this is it. She's ready to go, and finally I will be able to drive this car every single day, enjoy. So I think all money which I spent on this car was worth it. I really enjoy. It was much fun and lots of grief, like you know yourself. Everything is done. Just show you how it looks like the fuel map on the moment. It's just basically done in the moment, and I definitely will adjust after a while, after drive. That's only how it looks like now. You didn't give it too much fuel, and because like the setup which is right now, she's driving fine. I had a problem with the knock sensor, like you see, it was badly knocking. So I even don't know this is right now, but that's how it looks like. My ignition table is huge minus. I don't know if it's right, but it's not knocking sound anymore. Everything is fine, so I hope it's finest, and we'll see how we're driving later on. Probably I'll do some update in the future to show you how she's driving after a while. Thanks a million for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like this job which I did with the Subaru. I spent a lot of money and it was worth it. She's driving fine. I'm really happy. I hope you follow me on the YouTube. You will check all my projects. I work definitely on more cars. So thanks a million, and see you later.